Hey everyone, it's the SavaniSis again. So today we're going to talk about imagination. How you can activate your Sukha, your inner joy, just by using your imagination. Stay tuned. Hi, so what do we mean by you can activate your Sukha, your inner joy, through your imagination? Well, let's explain this further. Do you know that you can create neural pathways in your brain? You can change the structure of your brain faster, way faster, using your imagination than
the physical observation with your eyes.
Yeah. So let's explain this a little bit more in detail. So when you look at something or you feel, touch, taste, just think of your mind or your brain actually as a recording machine. It records it. You think you've forgotten it, but actually it has recorded it. And when you look at something again and again and again, so that's like programming, you know, when you get the posters and the adverts and TV programming.
Yes.
When you are programmed, you fire and wire neurons in the brain. It lights up new nerve cells in the brain, new nerve cells, new brain cells. And as these keep lighting up again and again and again, the same ones, you start to build some connections. And the more you look at these things, the more stronger these connections become, until you become hardwired to think and feel a certain way. So what you look at and what you feel and see with your perceive with your five senses is so important, because you could be building neural pathways that are not serving you. Kashmir, what I want you to explain is what happens when you rely on your five senses.
Well, when you rely on your five senses, all you're doing is looking at the world through your physical eyes. What you see, what you touch, what you hear, what you smell, that is on your radar screen, which is a 3-inch diameter. It's extremely limited. Our five senses are extremely limited. If you had an out-of-body experience, you would see that everything is connected. Everything is happening simultaneously.
Because everything is just happening now. However, when you use your imagination, it's a completely different thing. Your imagination is limitless, because when you imagine something in your mind, guess what's happening? You are firing and wiring neurons when you do that.
Wow!
Even if you can't physically touch it, taste it, smell it, feel it, you are actually doing the same thing through your imagination.
Yes!
So the good thing about imagination is you can imagine what you want. Whereas when you use your five senses, you can't. It's what you see, what's in front of you, right? So when you use your imagination, you're creating neural pathways in your brain, but it happens faster and is more unlimited than if you were to use your five senses to create those neural pathways. I hope that makes sense,
yes.
Right? We all use our imagination. However, unfortunately, what happens is that we could be using our imagination in a way that doesn't serve us. So have you had a situation where you imagine something, but you imagine the worst case scenario, right? So you're going to go somewhere and you need to meet someone, and then in your imagination you're thinking, oh, I can just see myself being late. I can just see the trains not turning up on time. I can see this, that, the other happening. Some people who live in great fear are imagining the worst case scenario. Even stepping out their house, they imagine all the possible things, bad things that could go wrong. Exactly. These people are using their imagination, and they're using the infinite number of possibilities that could happen when you step outside the house. But unfortunately, they're using all the negative possibilities that could happen, right? So why not use your imagination to imagine all the positive possibilities, right? And there's an infinite number of possibilities. Why? Because your imagination can go crazy. It can go wild. You can think, you can imagine whatever you want. There's no restrictions. Nobody says you can't imagine this and you only can imagine that. No, you can imagine what the hell you want, right?
Yes, you have that freedom, that flexibility to think whatever you want, to broadcast whatever frequency you want to the universe.
So if you want to activate Sukha, what do? You imagine the possibilities of something great, something inspiring, something positive, something that's going to make you feel good. So while you're sitting in your room and you've got your eyes closed and you're imagining the most beautiful scene or the most beautiful moment or the possibility of something wonderful happening in your life, or you're acquiring something that you've always wanted, and you play that over and over again, you will be hardwiring yourself to reflect that as if it's already happened. So naturally you start to take action steps towards it. Not only that, but because you're thinking all good stuff, you're going to be activating a little bit of inner joy inside. Is there anything wrong with that? Oh no, my imagination has caused me to feel really, really happy, and there's nothing going on outside of me to make me happy, but yeah, I'm feeling so much happiness. And why am I feeling so much joy? It's because I used my imagination. That's how simple it is. Your imagination is a powerful faculty. As human beings, we are blessed to have this. Some of you may not use that faculty as often, or may use it in a way that doesn't serve you. So the more you practice using your imagination to serve you and to activate that inner joy, the better you will feel and the better your life will become. So that's all I want to say for today. Is there anything else you want to add, Kashmir?
No, thank you. Just work on practicing that mental faculty of using your imagination. I hope that was a cute little inspiration for you. Give this video a thumbs up and just hit the subscribe button to stay tuned for more, and we shall see you on the next video. Bye for now.